Hey guys, brand new video today. In this one we'll be talking about one of the most, if not the most hyped Mancera fragrance of all time. And yes, we'll be talking about Mancera's Instant Crush. So is it worth the hype? This is the only 120 ml bottle of Mancera that I own. I also own Tonka Cola, but it's a 60 ml. This is the only one that I own a full bottle of. So you can kind of connect the dots, and yes, I absolutely think this is totally worth the hype it gets. Unlike other Mancera fragrances, I'm thinking about a red one here. I don't know if you know it. Yeah, that's not worth the hype at all. Don't buy that. Before starting with the review, I just wanted to see the beautiful bottle. Look at that. I think it's beautiful. I also love this gradient part. Yeah, it's amazing. So this opens up with a lot of saffron, ginger, some citruses as well. The opening is very similar to other popular fragrances like Baccarat Rouge and Arabian's Tonka. In my opinion, the fragrance as a whole is more similar to Arabian's Tonka, but in the opening it's more similar to Baccarat Rouge. So if you own any of those fragrances, you can kind of understand what I'm talking about. This goes very saffron heavy, kind of goes into the direction those other two fragrances go. Yeah, super saffron heavy, super potent. I love the opening. In fact, it's my favorite part of the fragrance. So after the beautiful opening, you get hit with some florals like rose, jasmine, and some others. But this is the part of the fragrance that I like the least. This was actually a blind buy, and I loved the opening. I was really pleased. But after a few minutes, I smelled it again, and there was this weird synthetic part where I could kind of get some florals, but overall, to be honest, I didn't even know what I was smelling at that point. It turned super synthetic and it was almost off-putting, and I was starting to regret buying this fragrance because like it was very different from the opening. Like that opening to that middle part is very much like noticeable. It's not like subtle, and it doesn't just go like that. No, it's like very noticeable, that change from the opening to that middle part. And you gotta be careful with that. So yeah, this is not safe for blind buy because of that weird middle part that is just a bit off-putting, very synthetic. And after that weird middle part, there's this vanilla dry down with some woods. The synthetic part is kind of there, but like not as much anymore, thankfully. The dry down is also very good. I really like it. But yeah, it's that middle part that I just don't like about this fragrance. But if you can get past it, like in the dry down, you can still kind of feel it, but like it's very toned down. If you can get past that, I think you're gonna be pretty good. And of course, a beast mode, 15 plus hours. At that point, I don't even count anymore because what's the point? Yeah, you're gonna be smelling it till the next day. Yeah, it's a beast mode. This is by far my loudest fragrance. This is not unique, however. I wouldn't call it unique because it has elements of other popular fragrances, like I had mentioned, Baccarat Rouge, Arabian Tonka. It's very saffron heavy. It's not bad, it's not unique. In my opinion, this is like a more feminine Arabian Tonka. People who own the two fragrances will kind of agree with me. This one's way more floral. Arabian Tonka is more masculine. I would even say it's a bit more sugary. Like it goes in a different direction, yes, but they're both pretty similar at the end. I'd say this is more similar to Arabian Tonka than Baccarat Rouge in my opinion. Very versatile too. It can work in different occasions, but not on hot weather, because it can get very overwhelming in hot weather. I would not recommend it for that. But apart from that, any cold weather setting, nighttime, this works great. So that was my review on Instant Crush. That weird middle part I don't really like, but overall I think it's a very good fragrance. Kind of synthetic, but if you can get past that, I think it's a pretty good fragrance to get. In my opinion, this is really not a niche entry fragrance because it has several layers to it. Some layers are not that good. It changes a lot. So if you're considering this to be your first niche fragrance, I really wouldn't recommend that. I would go for something easier. It definitely will still pull compliments, definitely still mass appealing, but it's just that weird part that I don't like. Maybe it's just on skin, like maybe in the air it smells way better. But yeah, in the skin, it just gets very synthetic at like certain points, and it's just not that good. So yeah, that was the video for today, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you very much for making it to the end of the video.